What's up, everybody? ODC here, and here with a little bit of a haul video. I don't want to say it's a toy hunt. Well, I guess it's technically a toy hunt. I just didn't bring the camera inside with me when I went hunting. But I found a bunch of good stuff that I've been kind of passing on for a while just to see if it would go on sale, and it did. I went to this Target last night. I didn't want to pick everything up, so I waited a day. Some Marvel Legends were actually on sale for 15 bucks each, which is really good. Very rare that Target does that, will drop their prices as far as most Marvel Legends will go. And I think actually some of these that I got weren't supposed to be $15, I think they're still supposed to be $19.99. But I did pick up, first one I picked up was Thor Ragnarok, and I haven't seen it yet. I hear really good things, so I'm super excited to go home and watch this. I'm gonna check GameStop out, which I'm right in front of after I show you guys all this stuff, and then I'm gonna go get a bite to eat, and then it's Thor Ragnarok time. I can't wait. The next one I picked up, this was actually on sale. It says here 1998. I was saying 1996. 1998, but it rang up for $17.98. I think this was, because there was also a Thor 2-pack. And so I picked up the Guardians of the Galaxy Ego and Star-Lord 2-pack, which is actually a really good 2-pack. I was going to pick up the Thor and Valkyrie one, but, you know, priorities. Because that one actually was $17.98, so, but this one got that for $17.98. Pretty dope. It's nice to have Ego, so he can go in my Cosmic setup. That's cool. I don't think we're ever going to get another version of Ego, unless it would be like a full planet, and then that would be just crazy. Next, I got, finally, man, I finally found all of them, and these rang up for 15 bucks. I got Black Panther, I got T'Challa, I got Nakia. She's fucking amazing. Like, her face sculpt is just gorgeous. I will say this though, what I have noticed with some Marvel Legends, especially with other people reviewing Marvel Legends, while the new digital face scans are fantastic, I have noticed the lack of quality in the hair placement around the sculpt. It's either sometimes there's gapping issues or sometimes they're just off kilter. I don't know what's going on with that. I've never seen that problem with Marvel Legends before. Maybe it has happened. I never had one that had that problem, but this one has a little bit of some gapping issues right in the hair. If I can get her up close, if I'm not shining too much. If you can't see it, I'm sorry, but there is a little bit of gapping issue on the sides of the hair. And then I also got Eric Killmonger, and that will complete my Okoye Build-A-Figure. Oh man, I can't wait to get this home and just put her together. So I'm gonna stop this right here. I'm gonna go into GameStop and see if there's anything there. Okay, everybody, just got back from GameStop, and they actually did just get a whole case in, a whole wave in of the Sasquatch wave. So I picked up Deadpool. This was the only other one that I really wanted. This is pretty much the only Deadpool I ever wanted. They just never released it. The only issue I have with this is that he only comes with his katanas, which kind of sucks. It's like, come on, man, you couldn't have given him one of his, you know, old school, early 90s, because this is based on what I want to say an iteration between New Mutants and his Deadpool #1, his solo run. I want to say it's probably a mixture of that. So. But this is a really cool figure. I mean, this is the Deadpool that actually I started to enjoy until he turned into, you know, chimichangas and obnoxiousness. But this is a pretty cool figure. Like I said, they could have given him some sort of gun, because, I mean, we all know that Deadpool does use guns, and specifically, I would have liked to see some sort of, like, maybe futuristic space gun, to be honest with you. And that would have been dope, but this Deadpool's pretty sweet. I'm pretty happy with it, and no major issues here. When I get all this stuff home, I'm gonna do another video, maybe like a showcase video, just unboxing everything and showing you guys everything up close. I don't know if we're gonna review everything. I don't know, because this is a buttload of Marvel Legends. I don't know, but we'll see. I'm gonna go get some eats because I'm fucking starving, and it's like 3 o'clock and I haven't eaten yet. But I'm pretty happy. This is definitely a huge success. I'm so excited about building Okoye, and checking out Nakia. She looks so dope. So many beautiful actresses in this movie. So many hotties. Oh my god, sorry. Anyway, I'm going off on a tangent here. I'm gonna go get a bite to eat because I'm starving, and yeah, we'll pick up back at my house for the showcase and my review on Thor Ragnarok. Alright guys and gals, let me just say, I just finished watching Thor Ragnarok. Damn, it was really good. I really liked it. Not as much, I mean, I don't know. Damn, it's so tough because it was so much different from Thor and Thor the Dark World. And I really dug both those movies. A lot of people think Thor the Dark World, they either didn't get it or they thought it was like boring, and that's like the code for I didn't get it. It seems like. I thought Malekith was a really good villain, to be honest with you. I thought the whole premise of the Dark World was nice, refreshing, different, a little bit more serious toned, obviously, but this is like completely. I was not expecting like a ton of humor in this film, to be honest with you. But it was, you know what? I'll be honest with you, it was a good change of pace. At certain times, as far as fighting scenes go, I feel like there was a little bit too much humor, but that's like a nitpick gripe, a little gripe that I have with it. Overall, I loved it. Tessa Thompson, you have my heart. Oh my God. You're gorgeous. And yeah, I really liked the everything that, or how everything played out as far as how they used things from the Ragnarok story, the comic. There was no well though, and there was no Thor ripping out his own eye, but he did lose an eye anyway. Actually, he would have had to rip out both eyes, but anyway, I digress. There was also no tree, but you did see the tree on those big, huge doors, so there was little hints to the original Ragnarok. It definitely was not the same story, but it was an interpretation for the MCU, and the MCU is its own universe, is the way I look at it. I mean, it's pretty much the way everyone looks at it at this point. They're building their own stories, and they're basing them off of story arcs. Like, Age of Ultron wasn't actually the story of Age of Ultron, because that would have been like, it was like completely the opposite of, say, Age of Ultron. It was basically just the name Age of Ultron. Which is actually a pretty good name. So they use these names, and I would say Ragnarok wasn't too far away. They definitely used themes and tones from Planet Hulk as well. They kind of integrated both of those characters into one movie, and I love Valkyrie. She was fantastic. Like I said, Tessa Thompson. Oh my God, super hot. Loki, you know, they still use the theme that he caused Ragnarok to happen, and that works. Hela, oh my God, Cate Blanchett did such a great job as Hela. She was really a severe, viable threat, and you knew it. I loved the character design. I loved even when she would change her normal hair into what you're seeing right here, into her traditional headdress. Just so well done on so many levels, and a lot of people don't like it because of the humor, but if you just take out the humor in some of the fighting scenes, and except for I don't even mind that there was humor in the whole gladiator fight scene with the Hulk, because I felt like there should be some humor there. I even liked that the Hulk had some humor, because that's really good.
I still feel like they've been dropping the ball on the Hulk, man. The Hulk needs his own movie. They really have to revitalize and give Mark Ruffalo the reins and be like, yo, here's your own movie, go do it. I loved Ragnarok. I really liked it. I like all 3 Thor films, to be honest with you. A lot of people they either think it's boring or it's too much humor. So it's like, you can't fucking please anybody. But yeah, definitely 2 thumbs up. Recommend it and go watch it. And let's move on to the pickups. Okay, first things first. Let's get this Amazon box open. I picked up Gamora from Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. And I picked up, Nebula. Sorry, I don't know why I brain farted there. But I definitely needed this leg of Nebula. I actually forgot that I already had this leg. But I really wanted this Gamora, and I don't know why originally I passed on her. The face sculpt is so much better, so superior to the original version. That original Gamora is terrible. I'm just gonna try to sell that for, I don't know, anything I can get. Anyway, Nebula, a lot of people for some reason don't like Nebula, but I'm gonna find out why. I actually haven't seen reviews on either one of these because I want to build up my own opinion before I actually watch the reviews. That's usually what I do. I kind of work backwards. Some people work forwards and they watch the review to figure out if they want it or not. Since I'm a reviewer, I like to build my own opinion. Therefore, I usually will go with picking up the figure first and then going from there. Anyway, I'm probably not going to do reviews of these, so I will definitely showcase the shit out of these right now. So let's do that. First we'll do Nebula. Nebula, I think, honestly, in the Infinity War, I think she's going to be a huge player in Infinity War. My prediction for Infinity War is that she's actually going to get the Infinity Gauntlet off of Thanos and have it for a short period of time until Adam Warlock takes it off of her. That's just my prediction. Worst case scenario, she tries to kill Thanos, since that's like her whole thing. Her and Gamora just want to take out Thanos. Or Thanos. I know some people are anal retentive about how people say that name. But this is a really good representation of the actress. The face sculpt is gorgeous. Really good face sculpt. The sculpting on the back of the head as well. Damn, it's like these movie figures just do it so well. And I'll also take off this normal arm, which is what she has here, and replace it. Wow, that really came out easily. And replace it with the kind of messed up arm. Battle damaged arm, I'll just say. I might actually leave the battle damaged arm on because Nebula's kind of supposed to be like a what in the comics in Infinity Gauntlet series, she was kind of like a decapitating corpse that was in between life and death. So I kind of want her to be like look like she's in pain. So because I mean I honestly don't think we're going to get a comic book Nebula. So this will be my Nebula to go in my cosmic display. Here's Gamora. Look at that face sculpt. Definitely looks like Zoe Saldana. I don't know if I'm saying her name right. I might be saying it wrong. So I really do apologize for saying people's names wrong. I'm terrible with remembering names and how they're pronounced. But that face sculpt is so much better. Like both these face sculpts definitely pick up the actresses, which is fantastic. Now, speaking of which, let's see if she'll stand properly, because that's my other gripe with female figures is they hate standing. Okay, she's kind of standing right now, not on her own, but let's bring in the third piece of the puzzle. This has taken me almost a year to finish, I want to say. So, finally got the last piece of the puzzle. Let's put her together. There we go. And there is Mantis. I think the jury's still out if we're going to get a comic version of Mantis, which is what I would prefer, but this is a beautiful piece right here. They did a really good job with all the sculpting going throughout her. I mean, they always do a really good job with the sculpt, the paint, everything. The likeness to the actress is there. And overall, I mean, for now, I'm definitely going to use this Mantis with my comic book setup as well. So, because this is the only version that we have. But, and she looks really good too. She fits, I still think that she fits in, even though it is a movie version, so it's a more realistic look. But I'd say all three of these are fantastic. Now, going back to Gamora for a second here, she does come with a sword, which you can put in her hand. And then her kind of shrunken down, or, I don't know what to call it. Non-bladed sword. Okay, so the sword goes in like that when it's unsheathed. And then when it's sheathed, obviously you don't want to have this in when this is out, but... so there is the sword. You take that sword out and then give her her gun, which is pretty funny in the beginning of Guardians of the Galaxy 2. He's like, "You're using guns now? When did this happen?" He's like, "I just didn't take you for a gun person." She's like, "Well, you gotta do what you gotta do." That wasn't her voice, literally, but that was my interpretation of her voice, I guess. Anyway, I tried to get her hand to hold on to the bottom, but it doesn't. It's like the gun's too wide for her teeny little hand, so I'll have to work with it a little bit more, or maybe I'll put it higher up on the barrel, or maybe I'll just put it on the mag right here, which is that's what looks like a magazine right there. But the gun looks pretty good. I actually just might have her with the sword instead, and I might give this gun to maybe one of the X-Men or something. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Because I'm really into, and I always have been into that 90s X-Men style of futuristic, I don't know, space type guns. But anyway, maybe I'll give it to Deadpool or something. But she looks good. I'm pretty happy with her. And yeah, this face sculpt. Oh man, look at that face sculpt. It's so much better. It's night and day fucking better. Jesus. So there we go. We've got Mantis. We've got Gamora, if she'll stand. We got Mantis, Gamora, and Nebula, and it's almost taken me a year to finish it. But it is finished. There it is. Really happy with these three beautiful women. And moving on. Alright, up next we have the on clearance, and his face is covered, sorry. Sorry there, Kurt Russell. One day we'll get an Escape from LA figure. One day. Anyway. Here we have Kurt Russell's Ego, and we have Chris Pratt's, I almost said Benjamin Pratt. Totally different actor. Chris Pratt, Star-Lord. If you haven't noticed, I've had a couple beers, so sorry for the inconsistency there. But he does come with his two blasters right here. And then he comes with his helmet, which is probably what I'm going to have. This is actually a really good Chris Pratt head. Look at that Chris Pratt head. It looks good, but as far as I'm concerned, you gotta have the Star-Lord head in. Looks so dope. I mean, there's just so much more sculpting and detail into this helmet and paint applications. There's nothing wrong with this head. Don't get me wrong, it's actually a fantastic head. It does look pretty good. So there we go. His Walkman goes right there. Pretty cool. And then his guns just kind of, I'm assuming they just clip on to here like so. And there you go. I don't know if I necessarily like the way that looks. So I might just have him posed with them in his hands already. He does come with two trigger finger hands, so no issues there with Star-Lord. And yeah, stand there. Ego looks pretty good. Definitely looks like Kurt Russell there, an older Kurt Russell. And I'm pretty sure that this is the only version of Ego that we're ever going to get. So you might as well jump on it while these are on sale. I mean, I got this for $17.98. It was originally priced at $34. and it was marked down to $19.98, and then it rang up as $17.98. So saved a ton of money. There were two figures that are really well done, beautiful paint, beautiful sculpts, and they just got clearance because there were so many of them, and so many people were like, oh, I don't need another Star-Lord. So it is unfortunate. I feel like they kind of had to do this 2-pack. To sell the 2-pack, you kind of have to put Star-Lord in there, because I feel like a whole lot of people wouldn't be going after Ego like he's a big deal. You know, I mean, obviously the 2-pack didn't sell too well, so why would the single-carded Ego sell well? But he does have 2 face sculpts here. This is a little bit more of a serious one, where this one's kind of like, I am a happy dad. I'm a happy... Oh, come on. I'm a happy dad face. I'm very disappointed in you. There's nothing worse than a parent's disappointment in their child. I'm proud of you, son. Let's throw the ball around in the backyard on my planet that is actually me. Very disappointed in you. You didn't want to take over the world with me, or the universe, or whatever. I love you. Anyway, okay, sorry. But the sculpt on him, awesome. The paint apps are fantastic. Here's the back of him. It's got a nice little, lots of gray paint shading going throughout the cape, going down. Looks really good, just so well done here. He's definitely gonna go on my cosmic display. He's definitely gonna go on my movie display. I feel like this is a huge step up from the first Guardians of the Galaxy wave. I mean, obviously, newer wave, better technology, better face scans. Overall, really happy with it. But yeah, this 2-pack, definitely go get it. For 20 bucks, I mean, you're getting 2 figures, even if you pay the $20. Getting 2 figures for 20 bucks, that's 10 bucks each. And they come with alternate heads, each of them. Obviously, accessories. So I mean, I don't know how someone can complain about this 2-pack, to be honest with you, besides that it's just another Star-Lord. That's the only complaint that I would guess people would have. But I prefer the short coat, not the long coat. The short coat looks a little bit better. And if you wanted to use this for some sort of, like I said, what I did, I used it for an original Star Wars character, like a smuggler or a bounty hunter or something like that. You could also repurpose him for something like that if you wanted to get a little bit more creative than your regular Joe Schmo. Okay, moving on. Oh. Yeah. Whoa. Whoa. Fucking thumb getting in the way and shit.